All right, let's see what can be done with this little piece. It's a heat treat, some kind of Texas chert. I took a little flake off, I don't know how long ago, but it looks pretty good. I got other stuff I need to be doing, but I've lost a lot of sleep, so I'm just going to do something that I like doing. I've got to duplicate this on video or, make an attempt to duplicate it, but I need to catch up on my sleep before I do this one. Yeah, this is very persnickety on the stem. See, it's got burins right here on the ears. That's intentional. And then I've got to study the edge. It looks like they were attempting to bevel it a little bit, but it's all wonky. And then there's an impact fracture with an attempt to resharpen, because that fracture probably went all the way to the tip, but they attempted to resharpen it and then left it. Yeah. Or maybe they just used it like that and broke the tip off again. They resharpened it, and it was nice and pointy, and then it hit something else and it broke again. I don't know. But yeah, and the inside of the notches look like they're ground, and the base is ground, and the whole thing feels smoothed, like they went over the whole surface with a hammerstone or a grinding stone. It's all smoothed. Yeah, and it's got bold flaking, and here big pop outs for the notches. See those pop outs? It's relatively thick, but it still fits in my foreshafts. Let's see. These are the typical diameters for foreshafts. Fits in that one, but this foreshaft notch is a little bit too small, I think, although it would work. This one is a little bit better, but the wood is going to stick up above the wrapping a little bit unless... Oh no, you can still go over the top of the wood with the wrap. So this one, I think this one looks a little bit better. Anyway, it's not really thick, because it wouldn't, if it was really thick, it wouldn't fit in my pre-made foreshafts. So I got to save that for when I don't feel tired and when I'm not lacking sleep. And I've got a big piece of obsidian. I've got an obsidian biface or something. I showed it on my channel news video. Yeah, I want to do all that before the auction on video on that big obsidian biface or slab or nodule or whatever. It's not a slab. You know what I mean. Okay. Oh, yes. Sorry for the camera work there. Yeah, losing sleep is no fun. Yeah, when your sleep rhythm gets knocked around, even when you try to go to bed at the normal time, once in a while, you can't fall asleep. Yeah. And then you wake up at all hours. So, yeah. It'll get back to normal eventually. Oh, dang it. It's too heat treaty. Yeah, it naps too easy. Too much inward force. Causes a lot of crunchings. And of course, near the cortex is highly unpredictable. Highly. The only predictable thing about the cortex area is the unpredictability. Oh, dang. Incipients. Pre-existings. The word incipients reminds me of that movie Inception. I think that's what it's called. I gotta watch that movie again. I think that's what it's called. Inception. It's an alternate reality or something. Anyways. Yeah, incipients. Insidious incipients. There's a lot of bulbs of percussion on there. Yep. It's been knocked around a lot. The original nodule. Knocked around a lot. Tumbled, if you will. But it's heat treated, so it doesn't stand a chance. Nope. Yeah, that's what I like to see. It gets rid of the crunchy. Oh. Yeah, as long as everything goes well. We don't need no sleep to do this one. Yeah. I don't need to be wide awake. As long as nothing goes wrong. Like what could go wrong? There could be like a crack right in the middle of the whole thing. Or it could dive like that. Right when it's not supposed to dive. And then I got a big old dive right in the middle of the point. That goes deep. Yeah, that would be terrible. Usually deep dives are interesting, but not deep dives. This is not a deep dive, but you know what I mean. If it was a deep dive, it would not be interesting because it ruins your day. I like that pattern, but I don't know if it's going to show up correctly or show up in any meaningful way on this side. I'm probably going to nap it all away. Not on purpose, just because I don't pay attention to the patterns. I'll just nap it. So if I start paying attention to patterns, I always end up with a lump where I don't want to remove the pattern. Yeah. Lumps are my nemesis. No lumps. No lumps allowed. So I take care of all the incipients and all the cracks and all the bulbs of percussion due to natural forces. It might even be some weather cracking, weathering, hot and cold cycles. Who knows? I didn't inspect those imperfections. I didn't inspect them very closely. It doesn't matter anyway, because I'm getting rid of them. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That felt good. Yeah, I could tell something was going good with that one. Hee hee. That's a sneaky one. Yep. Very, very sneaky. And by sneaky, I mean lucky. Yeah. I could say I meant to do that. Half of the new guys would believe me. Yeah. I saw that. I meant to do it. Yeah. No. See, I saw that it was supposed to go all the way with that one, but it didn't go. I predicted it would do it, but it didn't do it. So there's some luck involved. Yeah. And bad luck sometimes too. And it looks like it did what it's supposed to do, but then it doesn't. It looks like it did something good. Wow, this stuff does flake easily. I gotta watch out. When it flakes a little bit too easily, it can overshoot, it can dive, it can take off a little bite. Yeah, you gotta watch it when it naps a little bit too easily. It could cause cracks like that. By hitting really, really hard, you can cause stupid cracks. Yeah. Along the edge. What's in there? Is it? There's a Uralier flake in there. Don't ask me what it is. It's just a weird name for a secondary flake. Chala. Chala. It's a word. It's a word of exclamation in Flintknapping. Is it translucent? Maybe a little bit. Maybe. Can't get all excited yet. Dang, I see what it's going to do. Yeah, I see what it's going to do. It's going to behave a lot like Obsidian. I have to watch out for too much force. I can't use too much force on the edge because weird things happen. Yeah. Even though it is a chert, after heat treating, you got to be careful. But if you hesitate too much, it causes step fractures. Where's my... There it is. The not so heavy duty abrader. A little more gentler abrader. No. I'm trying to do damage control here. It's supposed to be very, very lenient and very, very cooperative. That's supposed to make me do all the edges perfectly. Did it do it? Yeah, but it left a weird spot in the middle. What is that? It's gonna get all crazy. This is when damage control can go wrong if you don't plan these flakes extra specially carefully. Yeah. It's beautiful stuff. I can't get away with nothing. It's supposed to be cutting me some slack. So I want to take some quick shortcuts by doing long, wide flakes with no problems. But it's not liking it. It doesn't like that idea. Well, it did on that one. Yeah. It's a little bit cooperative. Yeah, not there though. I don't need to leave it this wide. No. But I can because it's such nice material. I can generate long flakes. But I don't need to leave it this wide at all. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do. If I leave it this wide, I'm going to change the idea that I had for this arrowhead. I can make a whole different type. Oh, come on now. You want to be tough. It wants to be tough. It's not tough. Oh, yeah, that's good. So, I'm going slow on this, yes. I know that if I try to go to sleep right after this, I won't be able to. I might stay up and just chip on bifaces or make bifaces until the wee hours of the night. Ah, that's not good. It's supposed to do the damage control. Dang it. Okay. I'm taking it for granted that it's going to do exactly what I think it's going to do. It doesn't want to. Yeah, crunchy spots. Story of my life. No big deal. I get a crunchy spot on every single piece that I nap. Even if it's not crunchy material. I'm talking about that right there. And there's probably going to be one over here. Well, there was one in the middle right there. There's one right here. But, you don't want to nap it like it's a flake over grind with just perfect sequential flakes. No, I don't really like the look of the sequential flakes. It makes it too pretty to use. It seems like it's just too pretty to use it. It doesn't seem like a tool when you do perfect flakes. It seems like an ornament, which is just weird. You can make ornaments out of so many different things. Why would you make it out of something that takes years and years to learn? It's better to use this skill for getting rid of predators. Yep. And the good thing is you shoot the predators, the mountain lions and the wolves and coyotes and foxes, bears. And you can eat them all too. Yeah. Bring home the deer for the women and children. Go out and eat the carnivore, eat the predators. Yeah. Oh no. So you need this a skill on how to kill the predators. I think Flintknapping is one of those. And yeah, you can process the carcasses with the knives you make. Yeah, yeah. But the predators are smart animals. So you've got to be able to shoot them at a distance. A lot of times you can't get them in the traps so easily like you can with deer. Little grass-eating dum-dums, you can trap those easy, relatively speaking. It's the predators that are difficult. Human type also. What is it? It's a big crunchyiola. Luckily, there was a big step fracture right in front of it that I can pick at. Anything left I can get with the pick? No, it's okay. Yeah, it wants to be tough. It wants to be. It's trying. And when it does that, if it resists the attempt to kill the step fracture with a frontal attack, it wants to be tough. Yeah. When it does that too, it wants to be tough. Or I just didn't do it right. Anyways. I'm using the coarse abrader. Yeah, I got a bad habit of using the coarse abrader on the little ones. It doesn't produce a very good abraded surface. It's too lumpy. It almost did it. See, it wasn't shy about spreading out on that side. It was shy about spreading out on that side, and it didn't get it. See what I was trying to do? With that fan edge on that side, I was supposed to take that out. What is going on? It's not doing it. What's going on? Let's see. All right, now we mean business now. I ground that edge down a lot. It's a do or die. Yeah. Make it or break it, I should say. I start grinding the edge a lot. It's a make it or break it. I didn't do it. Okay. It gets so finicky when it's thin. I can put some serious serrations on this one since it's really wide. There's plenty of room for big serrations. I don't know. Yeah, but it's only a tiny little point. What do you mean, big serrations? Well, relatively speaking, I can make long ones. The wider the point in the beginning, the longer the serrations can be, or the little saw teeth on the edge. They look like saw teeth. And supposedly they act in a similar way. Although I think they cause some resistance. Yeah. They might be super sharp, but sometimes I believe they do cause resistance. It slows down the arrowhead a little bit. Did it do it? Ooh, I tried to do it. Yeah, it's a nice material to look at. Yeah. It's nice material to look at. It was a little bit finicky. Is that good thinness? Oh, I've seen thinner than that. Yeah. Me too. Okay, let's see. I cannot see. And that means you cannot see either. Yes, that was good. Oh, yeah. Pressure flaking just fine. Just fine. Come on. He was doing okay. Some of you guys tell me that you watch all this stuff, including the tedious pressure flaking. Yep. I'm worried that I'm going to make a big mistake. Yeah, this is the fastest way for me to trim it down and make it symmetrical Yeah, I gotta resharpen it, but I gotta redo that anyway. I just ruined some beautiful edges. Yeah, but I gotta take it down some more anyway. What did I do? I gotta take it down a little bit more. All right, so that's the preform. Yes. 30 minutes. Perfect timing on the preform. 30 minutes for the preform and 30 minutes for the finishing. That's what the regular time is when I go slow or when I narrate or whatever. Yeah. If I go intentionally slow and narrate, it takes even longer. Hour and a half for an Arrowhead. Fancy one. I could do one of those that has deep notches, deep borner notches. I don't know though. The sweat stage on those is very long and intense. You do long, intense barbs and long, intense notches. The sweat stage is long and intense. I don't want to do that. No. I need to go to sleep. I know it's super early though, but if I don't go to sleep now, I have a feeling I'm going to be up at 2 in the morning, and I want to be able to have at least 4 hours, preferably 5, before I have to wake up at that hour. I should just sleep out in my van, but I can't do it. What if something bad happens? You know, I got my van set up so I can sleep out there. That's what I did all last year. But no, I thought about that last night when I was up. I said, man, you know, I can just, since nothing bad happens, just a bunch of noises, I can just sleep out in the van. Yeah. But what if he falls out of the bed or knocks something off the side table and it pops into his mouth or something? That would be funny. Yeah. I get a bunch of stuff on the side table, and once in a while he'll knock it over. That hasn't happened lately though. All these nighttime noises, just can't sleep through them. Yeah. If you've ever had kids, you get the radar for noises, and it never quite goes away. Yeah. All right, here we go. I could mess up the pressure flake in any minute. Thinking about noises. There it is. I knew it. See, these happen on artifacts too, but I hate them. The step fracture's right near the edge. It's caused by insufficient force. And sometimes a not so well prepared edge. You can have a perfect edge and still get those. With insufficient force. Yeah. Messes up the whole symmetry trying to fix it. That's why they left them in on the artifacts. But I don't want to left them in. No. I gotta get rid of them. Not like that. That's gonna be crunchy pudding no matter what I do. Okay. Try it again. It does not look promising. No. Okay. It's all wonky, but it's out of there. Yeah, I know. I'm wasting a lot of material. Yeah, because it's getting so small. It was nice and wide earlier. Yeah. What happened? Stuff happens. What is that? It's stuck to me. Yeah. Alrighty then. Now do we have a preform? I think we got one now, yes. Come on. Is it too flakery on the edge? It might be. This shows all the flake scars. Well, it shows it well. Everything shows all the flake scars, but there's some stones that show them well. So if they're nice, it looks pronounced. If they're bad, it's pronounced. Yeah. What you doing? See? Not supposed to. I'm just trying to trim this up and make it look better. You go and take a bite. out of it. I think I'm going to finish this tomorrow. I am tuckered out. Yeah, because I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I got no ideas. Even though I just looked at a whole bunch of arrowheads in the Harper collection. It's because I don't want to do serrations right now. Maybe tomorrow I'll want to do them. There it is. Yeah, I can cheat a little bit. I can get a flake without grinding it, but I can't push my luck. Come on now. That one was lucky because I slipped. And it still produced a flake. All right, yeah. Before I make it way too narrow, I'm going to call it quits. That side's pretty well flaked. Now I just got to finish that side. And make it thin so it doesn't matter what I do. I can do it easily. The thinner it is, the easier it is to do the shaping and the notching and all that. Relatively speaking. It also makes it easier to snap it in half when you're pressure flaking. But as far as the effort, or the amount of force, I should say, it's a lot less when it's thin, which is good. Yeah, you don't want to be using a whole lot of force toward the end because that's when you're tuckered out and tired and frustrated. You want to start winding down toward the end, not gearing up. And if when I put this aside and come back to it, I don't want to have to hit the ground running. Yeah, I'll hit the ground, but I don't have to hit the ground running. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Try what? Some heavy pressure flakes that travel. Yeah. Relatively speaking, for this little arrowhead, it doesn't take much to be a heavy pressure flake. Come on. Apparently, it doesn't like it. It's very crunchy. All right. Come on. Slippery steel. Did I tell you that heat treat is often more slippery as well as glossy than the original? I didn't. Well, this one is anyway. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes everything is good. It's not more slippery. It's not more crunchy. It's not more snap and halfish. That's the ideal. It's just easier to run longer flakes. That's the ideal heat treat. Okay. I like leather pads because nothing makes that sound, that squeak when you press on there. Yeah. Veg tan leather. It'll squeak it when you put pressure on it because it's, I don't know, something in the leather. With soft buckskin that's not veg tan, it's just more spongy. It's a different sound. I use veg tan leather for my pads, and I try to keep the same wooden base every time. I just rip off the leather and put a new patch of leather on it. Yeah. This is already getting too flat and too dished out. I got to replace the leather. But the wood underneath is nice. Yeah. It's very subtle. It took me like, last time I made one or made this one, it took me 45 minutes to get the shape and the feel right for my hand because I can't just throw it together. What did I do there? Yeah, I can't just throw it together because then it doesn't feel right and I can't wrap my fingers around it properly. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to leave it like this for now. Yeah, I'll snap it in half or something if I continue it tonight. I'm just too tired. So yeah, good enough. There you go. Snap a picture and that's it.